Hey everybody, Dean here, and welcome to Photo Blue. Today I'm going to show you the new Magic Light extension from Luminar Neo. It came out in version 1.6 of Luminar Neo. You have to either subscribe to it or purchase the 2022 extension packages. Also, now you can purchase the extensions separately, which I really like that option because a lot of times you might have some of the extensions that they're using here, or another program that does it that you like for instance, Noiseless and Super Sharp are in other photo editors, and there are other versions of those that are like separate programs. So if you already have that, or you don't need a particular thing or a particular extension, you don't have to buy it. You can buy them separately and just buy the ones that you need. So you can kind of pick and choose. So they give you a lot of options of how to buy these extensions. So Magic Light, what it does, I was kind of skeptical of Magic Light at first, but after I've looked at it, I'm actually pretty impressed with it. Because what it does is it kind of puts a star highlight on a light or a light source, which it used to be, and you can probably still buy these filters, but back when people shot film, you could buy these filters that were like, would put stars or star highlights on light sources for you, and it tended to be a little bit much, but you have a lot of control over this, and I'll show you what I mean. So the important thing with a lot of effects like this is that you can do it very subtly, or you can do it extreme if you want to. So generally, a lot of times when you apply an effect, you want it to be subtle or not, kind of take over the picture or overwhelm the picture, unless that's the particular look if it's a particular look you're going for. You may go over the top for some images and some styles of images, but the control and the subtlety of effects is really what makes them effective. So let's take a look at this. So I'm already in edit here. Now with Luminar extensions, if you go up here to extras, this is where you install the extensions, and if you don't have them, you can actually click on the ones you want and purchase them up here as well. Some of the extensions actually show up in catalog over here. And so you see these like HDR and focus stacking require multiple images, so they're in the catalog section. But ones that just apply to a single image show up over here under extensions. And and of course you can take an extension and favorite it and put it under your favorites as well. But at any rate, so let's take a look at Magic Light here. So you can see there's some lights here. They do have kind of a little bit of you can't really see a star per se, but they do have like some rays coming out of them, and they do have a little bit of a glow to them. I'm going to go down here into adjustments where it says intensity, and you can see I can intensify the effect. But I have all these different variables I can go through. For example, I can go and change the size of it. I can change the beam width, which is very nice. I can change the amount of glow to it. I can actually change the cleanness. Now, if you make it too clean here, I think that looks a little bit fake, personally. So I think it's good to have a little bit of, or not totally clean, and to have some glow to it. So you want to adjust those things so it looks reasonable. You can adjust the brightness to it as well, the number of beams. See, we can have a lot of beams there, or we can go down just to just like a single beam right here. I kind of like it with a few beams, and we can adjust the rotation of the beam. So that's really cool. The other thing we can do is it has masking, because it has masking on each kind of function in Luminar. we can actually take the brush and we can erase out certain things. For example, this light right here, let's say we don't want that light there. You can see when I click on this, the red is where the effect's going to show up. And I can erase down here, and you can see we got rid of that effect right there. This is what the photograph looks without any effect, and this is with the effect on these lights. This light is now gone. We could also actually go over there if we only wanted certain ones to come on. So we can adjust a lot with the mask as well. So I'm going to take a look at a second picture real quick and show you a few other ways that you can look at using this particular effect. Okay, so we have this photo at night here again, and you see we have some lights around here. Let's go to magic light here, and we're going to make starlight highlights. And you can see that it not only highlights these over here, but it highlights these lights over here. So let's say we don't want these highlighted over here. Once again, we can just go to masking here, and we can go to brush and erase it. And you see we've excluded these lights from the effect now. And so now we just have these effects, and what we can do is we can go and go back to adjustments, and we can adjust the size of these if we want, and we can let's adjust the glow a little bit. Say we want a little bit more glow to that. Bring the cleanliness, bring it down so there's absolutely no beams and it's just kind of a glowing blur. Let's bring it to around there. So that's what we have right there. What happens if we're going to go and turn this off? We still got some stuff going on over here, so let's go back to the masking and erase this area some more. Because we were getting some more, we were getting some more rays over there. All right, so now what we can also do, which is really interesting and really nice, is because this has a mask on it, the way Luminar works, if we click on something else, it will reapply the effect a second time. So if we go to masking here and go to brush, and this time we're going to paint in, and so we're going to paint these lights back in, and you can see that it's turning red here where the effect will be. Now the reason we may want to do this is now when we go to adjustments, we can adjust these lights separately. So if we want a little bit of rays or a little bit of glow on there, we can do that. And so the ability to do that, if we turn that off, you can see we still have on the left side of the picture there, it doesn't do anything to those lights because we did that in another layer. So that gives us a lot of control over different light sources and whether we want to apply the effect or apply it slightly differently, which actually makes it more realistic, because generally when a light kind of has rays coming out of it like that, it has to do with the angle it's shot at and various conditions. And not all the lights generally come out exactly the same depending on the angle of the light and the where the camera is situated. Now if we want to go back to this, you can see magic light under edit appears twice. If we go to the first edit, we can go back and readjust the intensity of those lights there. So we can go back, because these are like separate layers of effects, and we can adjust it from there. So that's how you use the Magic Light extension in Luminar Neo. I'm Dean, and this has been Photo Blue, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like.